What's up, everybody? It's your boy Galaxy Greg. Welcome to episode 119 of the Be More Nerdy podcast. Only podcast is giving it to you how you want it, how you need it, and relatively when you would like it. I'm your host Galaxy Greg, aka the OG Galaxy, aka Mr. Space Awaits, aka the Hentai Honcho. And with me today is my co-host Diva XOXO.
Dummies. It's your girl, Diva XOXO, back at it again. Another week. We're here, we're present, and we're queer.
I don't know about that last one, but also my other co-host HD No TV.
I was gonna take that an extra length, but keep it simple. Yeah, it's HD man. I actually don't have my notebook, so I don't know anything else that I normally say because I choose not to memorize that. It's in a book in front of me.
You have been reading your AKAs for all of these weeks.
Yeah. My notebook's on my bed, and I didn't want to get up and get it, so I was gonna wait for an opportunity. But
We're so close to the end of the year. Don't crumble now. Jesus.
This is crazy.
That being said, we're getting in the episode. The episode topic for the day is streaming services that you couldn't live without, or our stream wars. We're not doing it draft style because, personally, to me, there's not that many streaming services that I would want or choose.
There's 18 streaming services.
Yes, 18 of them things that I don't really care for. I use like 4. I don't even watch TV like that if we're being real. So, that being said, let's get into streaming service. And since Diva has so many, she can start first again. Back to the usual program, just how you like it.
He's gone. We have to wait for him to come back so he can hear my answers.
I'm pretty sure he can hear you. I don't know.
No, he can't hear us when he gets up.
yes, I can. When I get to a certain sound threshold, I can't hear you.
So, Diva, what's your first streaming service that you cannot live without?
The answer is Hulu. I watch everything on my Hulu. I think Hulu's definitely the streaming service I use the most. And I watch a lot of stuff on there. I watch anime on Hulu. I watch Rick and Morty's on Hulu. That's probably the biggest reason because I put that on every night. Movies are on Hulu. I also have, and I'm gonna take this as a sneak plus, but like my Hulu has stars because I combined it a long time ago and I refused to let it go. I do get both because
that's a
it's
separate
together.
streaming service. Sorry, kid.
It's not.
Nope.
It's
because then I'd also have to give you
Hulu.
Disney Plus, and we're not doing that. So try again.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for Disney Plus because I don't pay for it that way.
I'm telling you, you're not getting stars either. So just so you know.
Anyway.
That's the same.
My
That's the same
Hulu
as,
at my house.
no, because
Please.
that's like that what was that service, Greg, that had Crunchyroll, Red Rooster? and all that?
Verve. I had Verve. Yeah, I had Verve.
Yeah, that's the same as saying Verb. Like those are multiple
You had
platforms. just put in
Crunchyroll,
one place.
Rooster Teeth. What was it?
High Dive.
High
or High
Dive.
Anime.
Y'all
Yeah.
see how they treat me on this podcast? My answers never fit.
You're a woman, and we hold you accountable. We know you're not used to that. It's okay.
I'm
Well,
not. My first job, I didn't do nothing. I
Your
used
first
to
job, you
show
wasn't a
up.
woman.
No, because I was a woman, I didn't do anything.
That's crazy.
That makes
Wasn't
more
your
sense.
first job being like a tutor or something?
Lifeguard.
Oh, that doesn't make sense because you were probably one of the most able bodies there.
I
Were you a
was.
lifeguard stuck in a washer machine?
She was stuck in the pool house, changing the chlorine.
Like-
Oh no,
in the
step
pool house.
guard! What are you doing? Boss, I need a raise. And it's so
Well, how
hot
much- how
outside.
bad you
Let me
willing to work
cool you
for it?
off.
cool.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, Hulu's probably the streaming service I use the most. And now, y'all, this was a game changer at my house. So my remote died. Don't know how, but the remote died. So I had to order a new one.
Based off our earlier
The new
conversation,
remote?
please say TV remote.
Yeah, I that's
You,
what I'm
you,
so
I
scared of.
saw your face. You had the same thought as me, and yeah.
There's another type of remote. You know what? My virgin ears can't hear it. So I'm gonna keep
Her
going.
virgin ears. Oh,
So we had to order a new TV remote for you children.
That's
and-
pre for what you were saying. Don't put this on us.
No, we're talking about Hulu. Anyway,
Yeah,
my
Hulu.
new remote has a Hulu button, so I don't even have to like try to find it, like, you know, mixed in all the apps or whatever. I just press the button. Boom. I'm there.
That's
Well,
what she said.
I was trying not to laugh and say it, but you got there. Um, cool. So I'm gonna say mine now. It's a tie between these two, but I'm gonna take the one that don't disappoint too frequently. I'm gonna go Amazon Prime because Amazon Prime goes fucking nuts, as well as there's also movies on there, like really good movies. I got Invincible, I got The Boys. Like I'm happy as shit with Amazon Prime. They be releasing bangers. Let's be real here.
Did you see that movie with? I was gonna say, did you see that movie with that guy? But that's not helpful at all. Did you see the movie with Michael B. Jordan where he was like in the military, something's revenge or something like that, and they killed his wife, and so then he went and killed them.
No, sounds like something I watched though.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
It was
it's an Amazon Prime movie, so I know you'll like it.
it wasn't. It might have been like a Tom Clancy or something type of series.
Yeah, it's really good.
Nuts. All right, Heed, what's your first one?
I'm just gonna go ahead and say Netflix, just because I have a problem where on any streaming platform you can think of, if I have an account to it, my watch list is infinite. It only grows exponentially. It never gets smaller. I will probably take out one show and then 6 were added in the time I started and finished that one show.
You actually add stuff to your watch list?
You damn
Yes.
right. I be forgetting the names of shit, and I know you
That's
do too.
smart. No, I
What do
don't,
you
and that's
mean that's
smart.
No. I mean, I know you forget the names of shit.
Yes, and that's why I said that's smart. Like
It's
Look,
there
I know it
for a
exists.
reason.
I
Just
know,
like
I
your
know.
Hulu
You
button.
watch things and then you just go find it when you want to watch?
Yes,
Yeah. I'm just let her have it. I'm gonna let her have it.
I
It's
Google it.
without remorse, the Michael B. Jordan thing, for anyone that was curious.
Thank you.
All right, Diva, what's your next one?
I mean, do I have to say it? It's Disney Plus.
Oh,
I mean,
if this was a draft, I would have fucking got everything I wanted. I just want you to know.
I
know.
mean, cause like, what the fuck else am I watching? No offense to like other TV, but I watch a lot of Disney movies. Like if I'm cleaning, if I'm studying, if I'm at work, if I'm like watching TV, like right before the podcast, like I don't really watch unless I'm watching like animes. I don't like watch TV. That's like my scrolly time. Like when I have my scroll time, when I'm editing, like my videos and stuff, I just put on a Disney movie or a Disney show, and I am a happy camper.
I'm not
I
finna
don't take
hold
much.
you. Only thing I want off of Disney is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's it.
But like all of the classic Disney movies are there, like all of them.
Shh. No.
All of them.
Yes. Like all, like I could watch The Great Mouse Detective right now. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna watch that while I'm at work tomorrow. That'll make me happy in that.
Yes, because
place
that's
that
what
I
you're
work.
supposed to do at your job.
I'm gonna do my work, but I gotta have like talking in my ear.
That's not
I
what you
like-
said. You didn't say listen. You said watch.
I forgot about Trash.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna listen to The Great Mouse Detective while I'm at work, and
There you go.
occasionally look at the screen.
That's watching. My next one is Crunchyroll. Give me that. Slide that my way.
Damn.
No,
I
give
had
me
it
all the
on.
anime. Nope. If this was a draft, I'm fucking winning in my eyes.
You are winning.
I got
No,
all the
I-
anime.
Hulu has anime on it, so
I'm
I
playing for
would be
that,
okay.
Mm.
I'm playing for that.
I did plan for that.
I gave
And
y'all a
Hulu
chance
has
to have it as
anime
your
on it.
first pick. I was like, Amazon Prime got like The Boys, and I can watch a ton of other stuff on it too. So if I get my last one, I'm not gonna lie to you. In my eyes, there's nothing that you can say I won. But Amazon Prime and then Crunchyroll is like the main-ish thing. She already said Hulu. So like, cause like I watch American Dad when I eat. Like that's my go-to chill and watch show.
I mean, because like when I say I watch Crunchyroll a lot, but I don't pay for my own Crunchyroll, so I feel like I can't say it.
Aren't you on my Crunchyroll?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
I
is.
am.
Everybody on my country road. Shout out to you guys.
I got 3 people on it. I think at one point I had 7, and I had to clear house like 2 or 3
When they added
times.
profiles, I hit the max profile immediately.
Dog, when they added profiles, I'm like, thank God, my fucking watching shit can stop being weird.
Because I know I was messing you up. Like, hey,
Dog,
daddy.
they suggested Inuyasha. I'm like, I don't want to watch Inuyasha.
That's
I
me.
seen it once.
Yo, I had to stop watching One Piece because my friends were mad because they would resume and it would pick up and they're on like episode 200 and I'm just like,
Zoro's
you know
dead.
what? I'm not gonna watch it.
Robin's fucking Sanji. That shit was
I'm like,
so
I'm not
funny.
gonna watch it because clearly
Introduced to
Yeah,
episode.
that's why I'm just like
I would always
yeah,
check with Greg. For One Piece, I would check. I'd be like, "Are you watching the One Piece?" And I would have to like write down my episode numbers like in my phone, so that I would
Is that
know.
what you do?
Watched, I would know where I was. This is before like they did a count.
No, I'm saying, is that what you do with all the stuff you watch now? Since you don't use a watch list,
Yeah, I
you
have
write
like
down episodes.
I have everything in my I have a bagillion list in my phone. I list everything. I have
I repeat,
I
deepest
have a
age.
list of movies that Chris hasn't seen. I have a list of Chris's wants. I have my anime watch list, and I just add shit to it and I like check it off. It's really sasatisfying to check things off.
I was about to say, when do you ever watch anything outside of your standard 4 or 5 shows? You don't like to
Right.
watch new things.
I watch so many new anime.
I gotta give it
I
to her.
can-
She does watch more now because I think when I was just a listener, you don't understand how many times I was raging wherever I was when she brought up fucking Inuyasha.
I'm gonna watch Inuyasha again. I'm like, no, I'm gonna watch Full Metal Alchemist again. It's my comfort show. You have a long ass watch list. You can't afford to watch these shows again.
Watching Blue Exorcist.
I refuse to watch
One
season
Piece.
2 because I refuse to have that show ruined for me. I'm just gonna come in on the movie. I'm okay with that.
One Piece. I finished My Hero recently. I'm watching Tis Time for Torture Princess.
Dog, what? What kind of pornography?
It's not pornography.
It's time for Torture Princess? What kind of dominatrix
no.
OnlyFans type
It's
shit?
Tis.
Huh?
It's Tis Time. Tis Time.
Oh, so she's gonna correct my grammar and beat me with a flogger, huh?
Wow,
No,
okay.
this princess gets captured by demons.
Oh yeah.
And they're
Oh, that's the plot right there. Oh no,
That is
step demon.
definitely how the
What
plot
are you
starts.
doing?
it's crazy.
That's how the plot starts. Yeah.
That's how the plot
Captured
always
by
starts.
demons.
Have to be a step demon. Like you had to make
No,
them a
The
they
demon
don't-
takes
they
out
don't
that
need to be
massive
said anything.
horse peen.
They go down into that prison cell and
They drop the soap.
Also watching Thousand War Blood Arc. Yeah, thousand year blood war arc. God damn, that was hard to
Words
say.
are hard.
So words are hard, really hard. But I am watching new anime, and I may be watching Yakuza's Guide to and Yakuza Fiance, and I may be watching Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting again, but that's none of y'all business.
I want it to be known the Twitter girlies have been crazy about Yakuza husband because like one of the episodes just started with this man eating some cooch, talking about his
No,
wife.
it's not. Oh my gosh. So first of all, it's in the like opening song title. It's him having sex. But he was eating some other girl's pussy and he was like in the middle of it, she's like, oh my gosh, it's been so long. Don't tell me you got a girlfriend or something. He popped up and was like, I do. Do you want to hear about it? What?
you're telling me this is in the opening song or the first episode?
So it's episode 3 that happened. But in the song, you can see him like fucking a girl. And it's not her, it's a different girl.
You sure he's just not dancing?
Yes. Because at the end credits, it has them dancing.
You sure they not fucking?
dancing.
You guys are so much fun. Thanks for lifting my mood tonight. I was in a shit mood.
I don't think anybody's ever
Come?
Pause.
Words are very hard. I don't think anybody's ever came on this podcast upset and then left upset. Like that's not how it works here.
It's not.
We have a perfect record at that.
Except for nuh-uh. I know exactly what episode. I called it One Piece of Greg's Nerves.
I didn't come upset. I came happy. I swear to God, I did.
Which is not phrasing. It's just out the window at this point.
I hate you so.
Phrasing doesn't exist. We're just gonna press forward,
Oh,
say
man.
whatever we want out of our mouths. All right.
Yeah, just spewing it everywhere.
Because Greg came happy.
And he's spewing it everywhere.
I coomed happy.
So
But
coomed bomb.
my last one was Amazon Prime. We're on you. We've been on me for a very long time.
I know. We went down a rabbit
My bad,
hole. with the
Crunchyroll.
whole watch list.
It's okay. This is a quick topic.
It is.
We're almost
Yeah.
done.
So, but here's how I screw over Greg, and this counts, unlike the things Diva says.
Shit.
Funimation.
Okay,
I'm going
okay with that.
Funimation
But it doesn't exist.
So Funimation, I think before it got shut down, and I'm gonna say last month because it was sometime in the last 2 months, it was my favorite. Even though they haven't added shows since 2022 because they're not going to update it with new shows because they bought Crunchyroll.
Words are hard.
They brought the Crunchyroll or Crunchyroll. Let me say that. Keeps calling it Crunchyroll. They brought Crunchyroll and moved to Crunchyroll platforms. So technically, I'm counting Funimation as its own
Wait,
thing.
You know what's
Did
really weird?
They bought Crunchyroll
Yes.
or Crunchyroll bought them?
They bought Crunchyroll.
No. They bought Crunchyroll.
They bought Crunchyroll, but they stayed under the
Oh.
Crunchyroll name. I don't know why.
Bigger.
But then with the acquisition, they didn't improve anything with the UI, which really pissed me
Not
off.
at
Because
all.
Funimation had great UI. Funimation was meant for
Yeah.
computers, phones, tablets, all that, and it
Mhm.
would adjust
Yeah.
quickly. Crunchyroll, for some godforsaken reason, is mainly meant for phones. But even when it's meant for phones, it like, I don't know if you noticed it, but every time you watch something or every time you start, it starts off in super shit quality and then just immediately, for some reason, spikes up to HD. And then sometimes it'll lag if you don't have good connection. And then if you're on computers, it lags
It
like
does.
crazy. They
never
haven't
used
updated their UI because they don't have to, because niggas keep paying for it and they don't like force them to improve.
I usually share it to my. It does do really well sharing to your TV though.
But see, that's the thing. Funimation had an app on the TV.
Yep.
Right, they did.
Yeah.
I had it on my TV.
Yeah. And when they moved over, I'm like, oh, so nope. They said we're just gonna.
You know what? When they moved over, I looked. I was like, I just gotta look for a Crunchyroll app. Where's the orange?
It's there now. That's a very recent thing because my TV, I was looking for it for ages so I could watch anime on the big TV. But it's there now. I got it not
Okay.
too long ago.
Certain TVs though, because I don't have it on my Vizio.
I have 2 Vizios and a Samsung. So
I have a Samsung.
Yeah,
And a
I
Vizio.
figure it'll be on Samsung.
Yeah.
So
It was
my
on
last
sale.
pick
Last
is gonna
one was on
be
sale like 2
Max.
weeks ago. Who?
Max
You fuck. Yeah, that was my last one.
because it has the whole DCU on there, and
I'm not gonna say fuck that because I agree, but I was gonna say because it has Cartoon Network and all of Cartoon Network shows on there.
Cartoon Network is on there, and I forget about that. And this is always like a happy plus when I get on there. But I watch a lot of DC universe. Like I love the DC animated universe. I love all. I watch a lot of their movies. The only movies I don't watch are Superman. Like I don't watch anything with Superman in it. We all know the line "fuck Superman," but I watch. Like I've probably seen all of them.
I'm not gonna
Other
lie.
than the Superman.
I was gonna bring up in news, but I'll bring it up here. The Absolute series, I might have to start collecting that.
Did you see? Yeah.
Because all these Absolute characters are kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie.
They are really tough. Batman with a battle axe? Come on.
Have you heard about that,
Had me
Heath?
at battle
No, I'm
axe.
looking it
So
up
the
now.
Absolute series, the point of the series of Absolute is to take all these infamous or famous characters like Batman, the Justice League, and they're making it so that they don't have one of their key features. So for Bruce Wayne, he's not rich. He was never rich. He's a blue collar nigga. So now,
Where's this
He's a
one?
civil engineer.
yeah, he's a
Can't
civil
find it.
engineer, and everything on his suit, it has a purpose. Period. Point blank. Everything on his suit is functional.
So his bat and his chest, it comes off and becomes a battle axe.
Absolute Wonder Woman. She's Diana of Damascus, right? She was
Themyscira.
never raised. Themyscira, thank you. She was never raised with the Amazons. The Amazons were actually all killed, and she's actually the last Amazon and was raised in hell. So instead of but she's still the same person. Like they're all still heroes. They just have now different back. Superman, absolute Superman was raised on Krypton and was the only survivor.
He's insane.
And then they're also doing absolute Green Lantern, which is a woman, a black.
They're doing one of the newer Green Lanterns. Yeah,
and then they're doing absolute Flash, and it's gonna be Wally West, but he had no connection to Barry Allen whatsoever.
I'm so excited.
So
I was like,
I've been hearing about it, and honestly, looks pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it's cool to take away some like staple traits and see how these characters would act in moments.
Well, Batman being a civil engineer is crazy.
I love it. I love poor Batman. I think I'm gonna love poor Batman more than rich Batman because I'm gonna relate. Because now he still got to go to work. Like, billionaire Bruce Wayne did not have to get up the next morning after being a vigilante. Poor Batman got to be at work.
A blue collar Batman does meth. He has to. There's no way he's just up like that without some meth.
Nah, he got them. He got them on him.
Because that nigga's bigger than Batman ever was. That nigga said, "I ain't got time to eat. Guess I'll make 16 packs of ramen noodles and scarf them down."
Shit, what's his black assistant name?
His black assistant?
Yeah.
What is it? Something Fox.
The one that works at the company. Oh, Fox.
Lucius Fox.
Lucius Fox.
Yeah, so Lucius is a meth dealer, and he provides him with them means to keep him up.
There you go.
But yeah, I like Max, and Max also has a lot of great movies because it's HBO, so you get a lot of great movies, and then your HBO shows, which were pretty good. So that's why I picked Max. Greg, your last pick.
YouTube.
YouTube TV or YouTube?
YouTube, period. I don't want YouTube TV. Fuck that. That's stupid. I want YouTube. Ha! Fuckers, I'm learning shit. Also,
I would say, is YouTube a streaming service?
Yes. Yeah, it's literally a streaming service.
I don't know.
TV is.
It's also a streaming service.
But is YouTube a streaming service?
Yeah, it is. I looked it up. Go ahead and look it up, motherfucker.
I know. When you look it up, it does pop up. I will say that.
I looked this up because I was like, YouTube's gonna be my wild card that no one's gonna think. It's that sleeper, you know. He did good in the combine. He's always been successful. But niggas just forget about him. I can watch anything on YouTube for one, but if we're gonna keep it specific to non-copyrighted things, I can watch Days in Life. I can watch anime compilations. I can watch death battles. I love death battles.
Death battles are so good.
I can watch anything like that. I can watch informative shit. I go down the ADHD rabbit hole so frequently. I remember one day I spent 6 hours watching beekeeping videos. I don't want to keep bees, but I was so interested in how it works.
My ADHD goes on like bingers, like for like days. Like I get stuck on a topic. Like at one point it was paternity court, and then it was like Judge Mathis.
I can't take paternity court seriously because their cases be so fucking funny.
Well, it wasn't paternity court. It was like child support court, which was great.
With the black lady?
Yeah.
Those would be funny as shit. She'd be like, I came here because I want some more money. Okay, who takes care of the kid more? Him. Who pays for the insurance? Him.
I remember seeing something like that.
And then she'd be like,
she had to stop her show because she was going for a what was it?
Yeah, she went for a higher judicial position.
And she was like, I think it takes away from my credibility that I have an entertaining show. So I'm still a judge, but like
yeah, she doesn't do it anymore, which sucks because it was really good. And now I'm on. Okay, it's just specific girls, and she does like bridezillas and Am I the Assholes, mostly pertaining to wedding videos. Oh, so good. And now I'm stuck on it. I don't know how long.
Fat white chick?
No, she's not fat. She's a redhead. She's Canadian.
Okay. There's a lot of those, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of those, but it's so good because it's just people talking about how brides are crazies, or like a bride asking if she's crazy, or like I wore white and they threw wine on me. Am I the asshole? Yes, you are.
Wow. We're tangenting. Heed, what's your next pick?
Fun tangents. I'm going with the NFL. The NFL's.
I thought you would pick that, and I thought you would pick Prime first because of that.
No,
Honestly.
so Prime only
You're
has
gonna
rights
pick
to
ESPN.
Thursday games.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Amazon bought the rights to Thursday games. That's why you see
That
Thursday.
still
Prime
seems
games.
like a big thing to buy. Like,
Well, yeah, but and here's a small tangent, but all the Thursday games, since they bought Thursday games, the schedule
been
makers
terrible.
make them suck. They are terrible games most of the time. You might get something good, but overall, if you just have the NFL service through the NFL, you get all games regardless of where they are. The only difference is you don't get what comes after, like how they had the after show where they talk about the game or stuff. You don't get that. It'll cut off right then and there.
that's how I'll be watching games. I'm like, help me. He'd be like, here you go. Like, all right, I can watch some foosball now.
Yeah, and that's the easiest way for me to get Red Zone. I could get it through YouTube TV, but they cost like $4.50 or some shit for the year. It doesn't make sense. Football's only like what,
$4.50 or $450?
$150.
Oh, suck my meat from the backside, left, right, upside down, and inside out. I'm not paying that.
People are
Right.
paying these prices.
Someone is. I don't know me.
Pause.
I pay
I want you to know how big sports betting's become. Yeah, someone's paying them fucking prices.
But just for like, a lot of people don't care about Red Zone because Red Zone's confusing to people that don't really watch football.
Right.
They're constantly jumping between games, and the guy just talks the whole time. But for me, it's helpful because then I don't have to sit through commercials, and they always go back over reactions. And if there's something else going on, I can just pull up like the play sheet on my list and see what happened in this series to get them to this point.
There's a play sheet.
Well, not a play sheet. You can always Google and fun story. I will tell you this, right? On a Thursday that I went to go see the Usher concert, I was watching the game before the concert started, and when the concert started, I had the game like down just so if I hear a lot of screaming in my ear, I can like look down and see what happened. There was a guy in front of us, and it was him and his drunk girlfriend. You knew you was drunk because when she showed up, she was like, "Yeah, we gonna have fun, and we gonna be the lit section." We like, "Yep, she's gone."
Oh yeah, she's
And you
already
saw on
lit.
his face, he was annoyed. So he was just there for her. It was so obvious because I've never seen this in my life. That man had his phone out. He could not watch the game because I'm assuming he didn't have a service to. So he had Google up and was just watching the plays as they happened. So you have to read that. It was like Lamar Jackson catches ball from shotgun, 4-yard pass complete to Derrick Henry. It was like literally he was just reading that and kept refreshing it every 2 seconds. And I'm like, ain't no way, dog.
Never
Like,
that
you at a
serious.
concert with your girl, and this is
It's never that serious.
Sometimes you just
But
gotta give up.
okay.
You know, sometimes you gotta.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta
Sometimes you
let
can't
it
watch the
go.
game.
I mean, when the fourth quarter got real tight, I was thinking about, hey, bro, you want me to just like but I
Slide
was
you
like,
this
nah.
real quick.
Nah, I was like, nah.
You would have never gotten your phone back.
No, I would have. I for sure would have. I would
You don't
jump
know
down.
he can fight. I seen
Not
would
that he
jump
could
down.
fight. It would just be like, you know how people are. They'd be like, just a few more minutes. Just after this play, they about to do something. They'd be like, I'm like, he's kicking. It's nothing. They're just kicking. They're just gonna kick it
No.
up.
So fun fact, every time I sing that song, I think about how we made fun of Dad and his best friend TKO. That shit's funny.
Yeah, my dad's best friend's name's TKO, and I don't know his real name.
I've never known that man's real name. No, it's not because that he was a stripper.
Yeah.
Very fun fact. Yes.
Yeah, not because he was a boxer or anything.
Yeah,
Nothing cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah,
No, I just assumed he got knocked out a lot back in the day, so they just started
that's
calling
even
him
worse.
TKO.
And I prefer the stripper.
I for
Right,
sure.
Like,
Might as
your
well just
name
call
is
that man-
TKO because you were knocked out.
Call that man
That's
CT.
Crazy. Oh, that's funny.
All right.
Can't live
I
without that.
think that I won this little draft that we had. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think everybody thinks they won because they picked things that they wanted.
But
No,
with the
objectively
people,
speaking, he said Max, YouTube, and
no, I said Amazon
Crunchyroll.
Prime, Crunchyroll, and YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
objectively speaking, I would say he has the winning list based off of like shows that will platforms that will have bangers that you will always get new bangers from, versus platforms that just have old shit that you enjoy watching for nostalgia.
I disagree.
Okay.
I watch new stuff on all of the apps that I seen. I'm currently watching Agatha All Along. Really enjoying
I'm
it.
not
We
watching
meant
that.
like good, like
I
you know,
heard
like,
that they're kind of putting comic book Thanos' motivations in there, pussy.
it's like
First of all, did you say good?
like
Did
good
not
new
call,
stuff.
did you call Agatha All Along not good? First of all,
I mean, like things that like would be trending topics of people talking
It's
about.
not
in
a
the
trending
country.
topic at all, actually.
it is. What is that? What?
Yeah, in the
What's
Diz.
your
You see how
social
she's
media
trying to tell
doing?
me what's a trending topic when she's not on Twitter, nor is she on TikTok? Like,
I am on Twitter,
no, you're
and
not.
I am on
No,
TikTok.
you're not.
Uh-huh.
You don't even.
But I mean,
no,
I
you don't
would
even
still-
open the Twitter.
I do open the Twitter.
When?
There, all the time when you get random likes from the pod, that's me, because I just be scrolling.
You don't be commenting, liking, sharing.
I don't know how to comment, but I can like and I
The
can share.
fucking bubble that says comment, you dipshit. Oh my god, that's not an excuse.
So I just like and share.
Hate is what I feel.
She said, "I don't know how." Oh,
I don't know how to comment. What the fuck?
the age is showing.
Your age is showing, Grandma. You skipping auntie right now, big dog.
I'm being old. I'm cute old.
Sure you are.
And I'm unsuspecting old. Like, you don't know I'm old until I say stuff
Nope,
like, I
nope.
don't
We
know
know
how
it
to
as soon as we
comment.
see it. You wearing a cardigan on a podcast. You're old as shit.
I watched some old people
I'm in
podcasts.
Florida.
You're Joe Budden old.
It's cold in Florida. Like, inside is cold because they always got the AC cranked up everywhere.
It's hot as dog peeing out here.
All right. On to the news.
The news is that you're fired. Fired. No, I'm kidding. You're not fired. But you're not getting a promotion either. You're staying exactly where you are, but I'm giving tons more responsibility because I'm a toxic boss.
That's so toxic.
You're already at the top. You can't go anywhere else.
You gotta sing the
God.
song. I've been a toxic boss.
I've been a toxic boss. Hey. So, damn, my notes got all jumbled. One thing got deleted from my notes, and I'm actually kind of sad about that. I don't know where it went. But Monster Hunter
remember?
Wild beta is out for PS5 right now, and then the beta comes out to Xbox and PlayStation this weekend.
What's the game again?
Monster Hunter Wilds. It's the new Monster Hunter game that's supposed to be even more innovative than the last.
Question.
So,
Oh, you raised your hand.
Yeah. When you call it beta, like, is it the second version or is it like a test beta?
So both. So there's always an alpha, but we don't always get access to the alpha. And the alpha is like we got a lot of work to do, but it's functional, right?
Mm-hmm.
The beta is like, we are confident in this product, but we need you guys who break things to break it as best you can. Like, go ahead and go crazy. So everybody's gonna go and try and do whatever they can. And it's like a few missions, and like they give you 30-minute missions in certain areas, and you have to hunt a beast. But you don't have to hunt only that beast. You can hunt whatever the fuck you feel like during that time. So the gaming community is always gonna break a game whether you want us to or not. So giving us a beta is a chance for you to see how we break it, what to fix, what is some known issues, known glitches, and stuff like that. But you knew that already because you're a gamer, right?
No, I'm a new gamer. Don't forget, I'm still new to this.
Okay.
So I'm learning.
You know, I just want you to know you're changing your story every episode. It's getting a little
I'm
fishy.
not. All I said was I'm a gamer. I never said I wasn't new.
I'm going to take a clip of you saying, yeah, because you guys know, like, I'm a super uber gamer. Like, I game all the time.
I'm a super uber gamer. I game all the time, but like I'm still learning.
That little remote with like the 1 or 2 buttons on it.
No, I got a whole bunch of buttons on my controller. Isn't it pretty? It lights up.
Greg gets it.
I got it. The people get it.
People get it.
That being said, yeah, I'm excited for it because I enjoy the Monster Hunter series. My friends don't tend to like it as much. It's one of those games where it's hit or miss, honestly. I feel powerful being able to take down giant monsters with absurdly large weapons.
I
Is that how you feel powerful? It isn't demeaning women.
You can play as women. Also, fun fact about Monster Hunter: before they had gender locked armor, so if I wanted to wear a big metal tanking suit, it was gonna be a masculine build. Now I could be a man with a fresh ass skirt on, if I so please.
you
I
know
would
he's
be
a
a man in a
predator.
skirt.
So just so you know, the game is very inclusive. So say
It
what
would
you
be on
want.
that list that we showed us.
Absolutely. But what were you gonna say? Because we played Monster Hunter Rise. We played that for a bit.
Yeah. Monster Hunter for me, it was real grindy, and I like the real grindy things. I don't know why we stopped playing, but just the slow improvements are cool. But I think it was super grindy, so the repetitiveness eventually got to me, and then it got boring because it's like, yeah, I'm making progress, but it's a shit ton of work.
Because there was different things that we could do that we just never did. I think what happened was there was one item or weapon we were both trying to make, and it was like, oh, we'll just keep doing this mission until we get the stuff to make the item, and we just didn't get it, and we just kept doing it, and we just kept doing it, and it's like, all right, I need one thing. You can't just not give it to me, because like each monster has like 5 or 6 things you can get off of them, and the more you hunt it, the more you know the drop rates. It'll tell you it. Like, you have a 5% chance of getting this thing's tooth. And it's like, 5%? That's small as shit.
So I guess I have to kill it 100 times.
Yeah, and 5 of those times you'll get a tooth. Or you can capture it, because capturing monsters gives you more materials, but
Harder to do.
it's a little harder to do, because you have to catch it.
Like a Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
It's like dead or alive. It's easier to do it dead than alive.
Yeah, but you get less resources if you kill it.
Yeah, I got you. We're on the same page.
But I'm gonna be playing that. It looks like fun. We can play it together. We can hunt some monsters and shit.
I can play it right now.
You right, you can play it right now. You bet. Oh, it'll have crossplay at launch, so if you so please,
Right.
you can do that.
Yeah, and then you could just, I'll
You
just
can
be
play
like,
with your
"Catch up, little nigga."
But I'm excited for that. The other thing, Call of Duty Blackout 6 came out this week.
Mm-hmm.
All my Call of Duty heads are on that already. For all my Xbox players, it is free on Game Pass. It is free if you have it on Xbox or if you have it on PC. You have the Game Pass, you can get it, download it for free. Do it. I recommend it.
It's $12 for people on PC that don't have it, so you could pay $12 and have Call of Duty.
Exactly, a $60 game.
$12 is not that bad.
Game
Wait,
Pass, Game
it's
Pass
still
monthly.
$60 for some people.
So anybody who's playing on PlayStation, or if you want to purchase the game, it is $60. If you have Game Pass like I do, because I use Game Pass for the hundreds of thousands of games you get every month for free, or not for free, for having the Game Pass. And then if you have Ultimate, which is what, $15? So no, $18 a month. You have Xbox Live paid for, and you have Game Pass. You got to pay for Xbox Live anyway. So I just did both, and I feel like it's a deal. When it first came out, people didn't feel like that, but now, with all the games I've gotten to play, like, me and Heat have been like, yo, let's play something new, and just downloaded something off Game Pass.
So here's a new question. When you have Game Pass and you download a game, do you get to keep it forever, or is it just for as long as it's available?
As long as it's on the Game Pass, but they don't recycle the games that frequently, if I'm being completely honest.
Okay.
So something that people don't know is that when you purchase a game, physical or virtual, you're actually purchasing the license to play it. You're not purchasing the game, you're purchasing the right to play it, and they can revoke that whenever they feel like.
Correct.
So when it comes to Game Pass, you're purchasing, for that monthly fee, you're basically getting the license to all these games. So if they remove it, you no longer have the license to play it, so you can't play it.
But if I have the physical copy, I always have the license to play.
So that's the thing that's hard about it, because since most games now work through online services, if the server goes down, if you don't have an online, you can't play most games. So like people say, like, that's why if the world were to collapse, one of the best things you could have is like a PlayStation 2 or like an early Xbox, because then those games don't require downloads. It's a disc and a game. Versus now, you put the disc in and you still have to wait for the game to download to get the licensing to play the game.
Fun fact.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's the gaming industry.
You guys don't own anything.
Nope.
That's crazy.
Unless you own a physical copy and the game has offline capabilities, then no, you don't own shit. Because some games do have offline, but like things like God of War forces you to play online. So if you have God of War, no matter what, you always have to go through licensing.
That's crazy.
Now there are, if you're a PC gamer, you can look this up. There's sites that will give you the licensing fee forever. It won't be like Steam where you're borrowing it through Steam, a third-party provider, versus like it'll be a third-party provider who's like, here's the license, and it's on your computer, and as long as it's on your computer, you can just play it.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to look for that. So if you want to keep more games and do more things like that, that's what you need to do.
That's crazy.
But I recommend the Game Pass to anyone who has an Xbox, if I'm being completely honest. It's worth it. I've gotten my money's worth out of it many a times. Like, we've played, what did we do? We played Payday 2 for free and got all the DLCs. We've played Monster Hunter. We've played State of Decay. We've played Back 4 Blood.
So much, man.
So many games.
A lot of they've gotten better with it in the sense that new games, as soon as they come out, they are on the Game Pass, which is very nice.
Yep.
But the thing that sucks is sometimes games come out and you buy them, and then like 6 months later they're on the Game Pass, and it's like,
I just waited.
That's how Suicide Squad is. I'm so glad I listened to you and didn't buy it when I was like, I want to know what it feels like and have my own opinion about it. He was like, just wait for the price to drop. Nigga, they put it for free on Game Pass.
yeah, because I knew they were going to do that. The game was so bad.
Oh, was it really bad?
It was bad because, so, history of Suicide Squad, I think I talked about it a little bit. I'll skim through it. The game was damn near ready, right? It was supposed to come out, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. Scrapped it entirely. And then they refreshed it and were rewriting the story, doing everything to make it a live service game rather than a story-driven game that had replayability and multiplayer modes and stuff. They said, we're going to make this a live service game. We're going to make the story end kind of open-ended so that we can keep having seasons. And those seasons are going to allow us to keep the game going. You'll buy season passes. You'll get new characters who are part of the Suicide Squad, etc., etc. Because they did that, it did not work. It essentially flopped.
Not even just that. The story people were mad at. They actually killed Batman, and that was the same Batman from the Arkham series, which everyone loves. It's amazing. And the voice actor who played him had died right after the game came out. So when the game comes out and you play the game and you find out the favorite Batman from all the other games is murdered, there's no juxtaposition. It's just real quick, like, they just murder him right
Yeah,
then
they killed
there.
him in a bullshit way too. They just shot him in the head.
Yeah.
Like, on some
it was
bullshit.
not a big thing. They just made it seem like you were killing a regular enemy in a cutscene.
And it'd be different if this was a like regular Batman. But also, don't they do like multiverse stuff? Because the Joker in the Arkham series died. So, and the Joker is a character there. So, like, I'm positive that they were doing multiverse type shit.
No, they got real confusing with that. And then the worst part is that they got lazy with a lot of the game aspects. Like, there was 2 boss fights, Green Lantern and Flash. They're literally the exact same fight, the exact same way. The only thing they did was change the skin of the character.
Actually, Green Lantern, Flash, and Brainiac.
Yeah.
Which is one of the first bosses, one of the middle bosses, and the last boss are the same fight reskinned.
Have you ever seen, well, you know of Fairy Tail. Do you know of Eden Zero?
I do.
I do.
Eden Zero is another show made by the creator of Fairy Tail. He literally just took all of his character designs and reused them in the show.
Is it funny that someone told me their favorite 2 animes are Fairy Tail and Eden Zero, and I said, isn't that the same thing? They're like, no, it's different. Everyone says the same, but like eventually it gets really different. I'm like, I don't think I'd give it the chance.
It does. They did reference Fairy Tail in Eden Zero. It's slight, but when they're in a restaurant, real quick, they walk past Natsu and Happy eating at a booth behind them.
That's funny.
And it's not literally them, but they're wearing the exact same clothes that they wear in Fairy Tail, which doesn't fit in Eden Zero at all. No. And fun fact, the creator of Fairy Tail did confirm at New York Comic Con this year that the reason he created the show is because he had no friends. And so he made the show and it made him feel better. And that's why the power of friendship is so strong in that. Yes.
The power of friendship saved his life like shit.
The power of friendship saved his life.
Sad. Why was nobody his friend?
he was a weirdo that drew.
I was about to say,
pictures
let's
in
be
his room.
real. A lot of mangakas are weird as fuck. Like the dude
Weirdo
that
that
made
sat in his room
Chainsaw,
drawing
that
pictures.
just reminded me. I have to read the next chapter. People were so fuck. I'm going on a tangent, but people were mad at the last chapter of Chainsaw Man, and were like,
Why?
spoilers for the next 10 seconds ahead. Maybe just skip like 30 solid seconds. Basically, they got trapped in this place similar to the Eternity Devil by the Aging Devil, and they couldn't go anywhere.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
not Asa, I can't remember the name, it starts with a Y, but the War Devil was like kicking him and punching him and beating on him. It was like, yo, get us out of here, like stop being a little pussy. And he's crying, like he's like, my horniness got me here, I'm so sad,
Yeah,
I'm such
again.
a fuck up.
Mhm.
And then she's like, and then she starts kissing him, and everyone's like,
Yep.
yo, what's up with this weird sexual assault shit? And it's like, do you guys not see what he's doing? I think he's trying to be deep. I think he's trying to be deep. He could be weird, but like Denji's been a victim this entire show, whether it be from emotional, spiritual, or physical abuse. And then on top of that, now that he is in this situation that he did not cause and has had a semblance of feeling human, his abuser is right in front of him, one of them at least, and he's still blaming himself. And then on top of that, his abuser, after abusing him, is then going back to abusing him in more than one way, right in front of him, while he's still blaming himself that he's the reason, his horniness is the reason, that no one else is at fault but him. Like, that's kind of, to me, that's a little deep. Or it feels like it. Like, people were making posts on it, like, correcting people. And I was like, this is what I was getting out of it, more than what other people were getting out of it, that the manga is just really weird.
Yeah, but I agree, because this has happened twice. It was the exact same, for lack of better words, sequencing.
What
of
happened in the
scene.
alley?
Yeah,
It's a
he
mirror
was
representation.
literally mirror representation. He was crying about how him being like his horniness and him just not having direction is the problem, and then he was once again assaulted. Whether y'all, like, a lot of people don't see it as assault because it's it's happening to a guy. No, either scene, like, because kissing someone and they don't want it, or they aren't giving you consent, is assault. Just in case you guys didn't know.
It's
that.
always crazy because Denji looks so dazed afterwards. Like, he doesn't look happy. He looks like fucked up. Like
how people when they're assaulted.
I guess I wouldn't know. Would you?
It's
You
I
walked
would.
right into that one. Oh, that's crazy.
Okay, but that
It got
Got
real
dark
didn't it?
real fast. You could have just lied.
I just read something on an acquaintance page that she just got assaulted yesterday. So let's get more.
God damn, this got dark fast.
It's like it's flight, or freeze, and every time he is assaulted, he freezes.
Every
And-
time, because it's been 3 notable times that this happened
And
in
it's
the
not
show.
just three. There's
4.
more than 3.
No, three
I can think-
before this. 3 before this, because Makima kissing him.
Yep.
I wouldn't say the grope was assault because he wanted to do that, but Makima kissing him, and then I would say the other chick, the ghost
bed
chick,
scene. Mm-hmm.
that
Yep.
happened, and then at night when she was like, "You want to do it?" He's like, "What?"
Yeah.
Sex. How I would have folded. I would have folded like Jerry in that episode of Rick and Morty 24 times.
But it's weird. Like, upon first reading, I did think it was weird, but it wasn't until like I think it
I
was
sat with it.
like once you sit with it and like just continue reading, because I think a lot of it, like in this one in particular, happens like in the middle. The last one I think happened towards the end of the chapter, so it was like I sat with it and I realized it. But this one, once we kept going through the chapter, I'm like, wait a minute, like she got chill out, like. So
at first I was like, she being weird, but then I was like, wait a minute, now is not the time for this. Like, y'all are both in a situation where they just told you you're gonna be here for a solid 1,000 years. Like, you're gonna be here, stuck, not aging, going crazy. Like, and then that's when it kind of hit me. It's like, is this what the next 1,000 years is finna be like for Denji? Because he's gonna come out fucked up.
and just poor Denji, like he just cannot. I want him to win so bad. I've been wanting him to win since the intro, of Chainsaw Man.
So here's my biggest gripe, I guess, with
Doesn't
the
fit.
anime manga community at that point, right? We are so okay with blood, viscera, demons, hell, over trying to kill God, trying to kill the devil. A dude who quite literally can be cut in half and just drink some blood and back together again. But the moment something happened on the lines of SA in the manga, even the, I'm not gonna say the minor level it happened, but the level that it happened to him, people were in uproar. And I think that is crazy. And I don't know. I always thought it was weird that when media explores such harsh topics like death, people usually like desensitized to it. But and even reading in the
Goes
book,
back to that joke. Goes back to that joke
There
I
was a
said.
joke?
Remember?
there was a joke.
No.
When did you say a joke?
No, remember I was explaining the jokes by Neil Brennan about how people joke about like death all the time, and we just loosely use the word death. You're like, if you're late, I'm gonna kill you. But we never say, if you're late, I'm gonna grape you. Like no one ever says that. Like how
I'm not gonna lie,
desensitized
I
we
would
are.
bust out laughing if I heard someone say that out loud. And I'd bust out laughing because I'd pray you're not serious. Like it'd be a nervous laugh, but it would definitely be a laugh. He'd be like, "You're
Coming
joking,
from-
right?"
But that's what he was saying. He was saying like people are so desensitized to like cut like gore and death and like religion and stuff like that, like those deeper concepts. But as soon as you talk about like SA, it's like hard stop for
And that's
everybody.
so that was a big thing because like in the book I was reading, Kane mentioned it, and I like jumped a little bit. I'm like, why am I jumping? That's not something that should make me like, oh wow, that's in this book.
Should.
It's like,
No, the other thing should make you jump.
yeah.
You should have that same reaction to those other things.
But it's more
That's
so I
the
think it's
problem.
because we've also as a community in totality to meet terms of service, we don't say those words. We'll be like, oh grape, or we'll be like SA. So reading it was like, oh, ooh. It's like when a white person reads the N-word in a book for the first time.
What a
Ooh.
hardy are.
A hardy R?
Party hard.
Hardy are.
You could tell who wanted to really say it in your class when they, all right, who wants to read this section? Me, let me read it.
Okay.
And then
Am
they
I
look
the
at you
only
while you read
person-
it. They look you dead in your eye.
Was I the only person who used to like when they said, "Oh, we're gonna do popcorn reading"? Look around the class, count how many people was ahead of me, count the paragraphs, and then read, like practice reading their paragraph so
Absolutely.
they could do it right.
I'm not fucking this up in front of the class.
Was I the
In-
only-
in-
so I wasn't the
in
only person.
1994, for someone to be like, I'd cry. I'm not making out that classroom that day. See, I almost made a backpack joke, and that would have been me being desensitized to it, all right? But I wouldn't say. I'm never going to say what I wouldn't say, because that's crazy.
That's crazy.
On to the next news topic.
Yeah, but I just thoughts.
So next news area is music, because I'm going to try and separate it that way. But music, right? Megan Thee Stallion came out with Megan Act 2, and Tyler the Creator came out with Chromacopia, which we will be listening to both of. My Chromacopia, I'm not worried about in the slightest. Tyler the Creator has been in his bag with music, especially because he has something to prove to people, and he's now on
But
his...
he has nothing to prove.
He has something to prove in terms of people said he couldn't do it, he did it. People said he couldn't do it again, he redid it. People said he couldn't make an anthem, he did it again. Now, basically, from what I'm getting, this one's supposed to be like the death of music, or like music as we know it to a new age, is what I think he's trying to get at.
I'm tired of people like, and I'm not the biggest Tyler the Creator fan. Like he's cool and he's great at what he does. He's just not for me, and I recognize that. But there are some songs I do love. Like I love his Grinch song. It's so good. But I'm just tired of people like, oh, he's not good. His music isn't good. That's a lie. His music is, he's really good at this. Like some people are born to do things, and Tyler Creator was born to create music.
I love Edgy Tyler. I just like him
do
even
a
more
lot
now.
of
Was he?
What Greg said?
No.
Yeah,
you
what
said-
you said.
Tyler was born to do a lot of things. Music is
Yeah.
definitely like
Skating.
Yeah.
He's very
He's
creative.
really good at fashion, and I don't get fashion.
I mean, he named his name correctly. He is Tyler the Creator. He is a creative, and like anything that is in that space is for him. But like his music, like sometimes, like Chris really likes Tyler the Creator. So like when Chris is listening to Tyler the Creator, I'd be like, he consistently makes me go, "What is this?" And Chris would be like, "Tyler the Creator." And I'd be like, "Ah, that's nice. I like it."
Picasso.
Like,
I'm more worried about Megan's album, specifically
I am.
because
It's so
I
soon.
think I'm getting Megan fatigue.
Wait, was the whole album new? I thought that was just
So it's
adding
Act 2,
stuff.
right? Disc 1 has a lot of the old songs, but it has new songs with the old songs. And then Disc 2 has a bunch of fucking new songs. It's 31 songs in total, an hour and 22 minutes, I think.
Oh, that's not that long, man.
Most of the songs are about 3 to 4 minutes each. It adds up.
Really?
Okay, no, that makes sense to
But
me.
at the same
I
time,
mean,
it's like I'm starting
30
to get a little
songs is a
fatigued
lot.
because it's like I just got an album from you. It was cool. And Meg, she's talented. I love Meg. I am a fan of Meg. But I recognize what artists do. Artists tend to rap about the same things, especially in quick succession of time. I can't handle Meg doing the same thing on a part 2 this soon. It's too soon for me. I'm gonna listen to it. I might be 100% wrong. I've been hearing great things from the girlies, but I'm just worried that going through this album, I'm gonna have that large amount of fatigue and be like, heard it. Your pussy good, your pussy wet. Niggas want your pussy. Bitches be lying on you. You want to beat this bitch. Da da da. I'm worried that that's what's gonna happen when I listen to this.
Yeah, I'm a little worried too that we got something so soon. And like y'all know that's my bestie. So I was talking to her and I was like, "Are we sure? Like, we ready to do this again?" And she was like, "Yeah." So, all the confidence in my girl, because my bestie.
have to die on the hill. That's just a case.
Yeah.
Nigga, she made the
I'm gonna
hill
bleed
and
out on
is
this
gonna
hill.
die on it.
I'm gonna bleed out.
So like I normally say, like, I don't hate Meg. I support everything she does. I like seeing people succeed that are talented and beautiful and et cetera, et cetera. I just heard most of her music's not for me. I don't really listen to all her songs. I don't get the same excitement from her music that I get from Glorilla's. That's just me speaking on me.
That's fair.
I feel like they do talk about the same things. It's just like, I don't know. Glow come on, I'm like, Meg come on, I'm like, okay, she got some bars. But I feel like this makes sense. I've seen it before because, whole streaming things. There's so many girlies that love her music that if I put out Act 1 and Act 2 and the same thing, you're going to listen through this whole thing. And it's a whole new album. And you're going to remember the old ones and listen to those again. And it's just more streaming revenue. People might get tired of it. There might be less songs that don't get as much attention because there's so much content. But I feel like she can be on her young boy type time and just keep pushing content because people fuck with her heavy enough that the people that fuck with her will listen to it.
Facts. Look, I listen to all the Slut season, so I can't say shit.
I want her to take another break.
I could use a break from Meg. However, I am Megan. I am so grateful for that music video you made. God damn, ass was percolating.
There was a music video.
It's a music video. It was viral, especially one clip from it.
Everyone keeps posting.
Ass was percolating. Thighs was gelatinously. That's not motherfucking jam. That's jelly.
I just think like the energy
like you smack it, it makes a perfect clap sound.
After she took her break was just so like it was just refreshing to take her in after that break. So I want her to take another one. I think she deserves it. Her tour's over. This new album is out. So I think she should take another little break. Like the holiday season's coming up. Like rest, bestie.
Yo, someone really get to fuck Meg, bro. Like that's crazy.
What, dog? Y'all are hilarious.
Someone's doing it.
I feel like her little. Nah, I'm getting X-rated.
Somebody get Greg a cold bucket of water.
I need a cold bucket of Megan. Please.
Okay, so the other day I was in therapy, right? And I couldn't get my camera to work on my laptop. It's a little thing at the top.
You're a
And
dickhead if you tell me that it's one of those things that you just move out of the way.
and I didn't know because it's really tiny. It's like really tiny. And it just slides, and it's like in the part where, like, when you close your laptop and it lays down and it makes the clicky sound. It's like right there. It's this little tiny thing, and it moves.
How am I
Where's
supposed to believe you know what the clitoris is if you can't even find the goddamn thing on your laptop? Nope, I don't want to hear it.
My body
Don't
count.
worry.
What the fuck that mean? Niggas
It's
be
all,
having high as shit body counts and never make a woman nut. You think that you any different? You're no better than a nigga.
I am better than these niggas. I'm great at what I do. I got them calling to come back. I just
We
have
got
to
her, boys.
ignore
Get Chris in here.
it. I just have to ignore it.
That was it for news.
Remember when we said, remember that group chat? Remember we talked about if they mentioned you in the group chat? One thing none of my exes will ever say about me has to do in that department. There will be no bad grades there. There may be bad grades in the romance and the attention and the, I don't know, maybe some other shit. Maybe, but not that.
Nigga said I was a pocket pussy. It's crazy. That's not the flex
Probably.
you think it
Yeah,
is.
that was not the flex you thought it was.
Y'all, I hate y'all. I hate y'all so much because my exes are all dudes. So it wasn't all.
Hey, like that wasn't the flex you thought it was. You said romance and attention. I'm like, most niggas don't even acknowledge you exist.
For them to be like, damn, I don't even have a grade for that. It's crazy. She was there when I needed her.
She was there when it mattered most.
Ah.
That's
And
what they
then
say about
she
you in the group chat.
vanished. You're the avatar. Ah. You gotta learn the other elements, big dog. You're lacking.
Y'all are so mean to me.
Oh, that's so funny. That's jokes.
Oh, did y'all see my message about that bio?
Dot bio. Data bio.
Yeah.
Believe
Uh-huh.
it.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah, so it's basically like saying like on God or like type shit at the end of a sentence. But we didn't have on God and type shit back then. So it was believe it.
Honor my honor.
So that's why, and Greg was just stuck on saying type shit last episode. I was like,
it
Greg
just
Naruto.
fits at the end of so many things, and I don't want to say
It's
it. It's
Naruto.
just stuck in my head whenever I make a good point. Fuck. I didn't have any other news points. If y'all have anything y'all would like to share, feel free to. I don't have anything else.
Do not. Just remember to vote. Oh wait, when this episode comes out, the election will be over. So
Hope you voted.
hope you voted.
Hope you voted.
Hope I still have rights. As a black gay woman.
Hey man, it's not
Scary.
a choice, but you're definitely living life on hard mode.
Yeah, some of it's not a
You want
choice,
that
but it
platinum
is
level
so hard.
achievement, huh? You're a
Yeah,
black
I'm
gay
trying.
woman who lives in Florida. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
even
I'm
living life on that type of hard mode.
Yeah, honestly.
No, I don't have
Yeah.
any news.
Change your pronouns to they, and you're living on extreme mode. I promise.
I won't. I'm okay with she, her. Are y'all ready for ears?
My pronouns are Nick and her.
My pronouns are
Did you say nigger?
Yeah.
my pronouns are clear and see-through. Because I identify as invisible.
Bussy bussin'.
That's your pronoun?
She and him, because I'm him.
Wouldn't it be I'm in him?
Alyssa?
Dickhead.
No. I said what I said.
Sharkeesa.
Because she's her.
Just
And
already
I am
rocked
him.
it.
Your pronouns are dickhead, because that's what you are. A dickhead.
I'm not. That's not nice. Okay, so for ears this week, spooky season is over. But I feel like in my bad girl era, well, actually, Greg picked the era that we're going into. Sorry,
I'm gonna need you to change how you started this because you just made it sound like I'm in my bad bitch era.
Greg is in
No.
his bad bitch era for anyone listening. He
He
won't admit
is.
it.
If I
He
was
won't.
a bad bitch, I'd want to fuck me too.
So the next year series we're gonna do is villains, and then after that we'll do the food series because it'll be over and I'll have collected all of the food series. So because it'll end at the end of the year. So the first villain ears I'm going to do is an old villain, but also a new villain. So we've seen her; she's been around for a while, and she recently got a reboot, and she's dope. So it's Maleficent. So I have the Maleficent horns. I always wanted, there's a pair of ears where it's like the Mickey ears and the horns. Have not been able to find them. So if anybody ever finds them, please send them my way. You don't have to send me the ears. You can send me the link and I'll buy it myself. Oh, if you want to buy it for me, I'll unbox it on the pod. Yeah. But so these are Maleficent ears. So they're the Maleficent horns. And on the side, it has her staff on it, which is really cool. They're like all sequincy and glittery, but they don't. One thing about Disney, they're gonna have good products. This glitter don't get nowhere. It don't come off. It don't get on my stuff. See, glitter on my hands.
How am I gonna lie to my family that I wasn't at a strip club if Disney's making solid products like this?
Sorry, these products are solid. No glitter on my desk. Really good. These stay in the office because now green is in the office. So like the colors that are in the office are teal, brown, yellow, red, green, and then glow in the dark.
The fuck kind of color palette is this?
Because it like transitions. And then in the bedroom, it starts from black. It goes from black to blue to purple. No, black, purple, blue, pink, orange, and then it goes yellow. No, not yellow, orange. And then it starts here at teal. Because the ears in the room that are orange, they have orange and teal. And so then the teal goes from teal to brown and then blah, 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 blah. So yeah. So those are my ears for the week. And I don't remember how much these cost. Maleficent is not a stepmom. So Maleficent's story is she was okay, so the way it works is back in those days, the first birthday or the christening or like the baby announcement was a invite to all. It was for everyone to come and see the baby and pay respects. So when a newborn baby is had at a castle, they disrespected Maleficent by not inviting her because you invite everyone. Like everyone is invited no matter what. And so it was disrespectful to not invite her. She was just let's say well, in the new story, she's the queen of the Moors, but she just a bad bitch in her own right, who was purposefully not invited. And because she wasn't invited, and the fairies were invited, who are also Moors, also under her kind of domain, she felt disrespected because she's like, you invited my subjects, but not me. We don't do that.
Oh, no,
that is disrespectful.
What are you doing?
Right. So she came and she said, since y'all won't be disrespectful, I'm going to give my gift anyway. And it could have been a bad bitch gift, but now it's a bad bitch gift. So.
Boo. Yeah, take care of that heat.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Y'all are so mean to me today. It's just so mean.
Emotional damage!
Well.
Anyway. So she cursed the baby, and to stop her from cursing the baby, they tried to fix it with the last fairy's gift. So instead of the baby dying when she pricks her finger, she was supposed to go into a long slumber. But yeah.
Oh no, step queen, what are you doing? Putting me to sleep? With your gift? On my birthday? Oh no. Niggas laid out like
16
this.
isn't legal.
We're in medieval times. I hit puberty. I'm a man.
I'm crying. At 13?
I don't know.
Being a man at 13 is crazy.
Well, no, it's not. Not when you were only going to live to maybe 40. So, you're a grown-ass man. You've lived a third of your life. Get out there and fight, boy.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you can fight, you can fuck.
That's fair. I feel like I don't disagree.
I don't think anybody here did.
I'm just saying. How was you guys' weeks?
I read a book.
Good job. We're so proud of you.
Yeah, I don't
Pete,
read
can we
unless
get
it
a
has
clap?
unless it has
Yeah,
pictures in it. I don't be reading because books are boring. That's so much worse than clapping for me. Yeah, but I find books to be boring a lot of the time. Like I don't really get immersed in them like that, like crazy. I'm a fast and avid reader, but I'm not gonna read a book. But this was by Kane Carter, someone who I've like looked up to since my childhood. Diva showed him to me as just a hilarious person. But he also had pretty good life advice if you were able to, you know, extract that from the comedy. Seeing as one of his favorite comedians was Patrice O'Neal, who is also one of my favorite comedians. Yeah, I enjoyed his comedy style, but you know, tragedy struck in his life and he disappeared for a while. So since he's popped up, he's written books, he's done an autobiography. And it's just about entrepreneurship, but it was good getting a peek into his life, his mind, and all that. Read it in 2 days, 166 pages. Annotated it, but I definitely, if I ever get the chance, I want to speak to him, whether it be on the pod or just in person. It would be so great. Other than that, if I don't write down my week, I don't remember it. I'm sorry. Went to the Poly City game. We lost 30-0. Our football team is
40.
sucked. 30. Final score was 30-0.
I thought it was 40-0.
It's 30-0.
I saw 40.
It was 30-0. Like I was saying, that's like the 13th or 14th
It was
time in
so
a
bad,
row
you thought
we've
it was.
lost. Polly, you suck. Get better. I want to love you, but you won't let me.
That
But
part.
bought some cool merch, so yeah. And I blame
We
your
never
class
lost when I
for
was
starting
there.
that because they never lost when you were there, but the niggas under you was at class of 2013. That year was funny because they had the most. That's crazy. They had the most killers on that fucking team, but because those niggas balled so hard, they had no regard for their bodies. All of first string, all of second string, and half of third string was injured.
Yeah, we never lost while I was there. We never lost the Poly City game. Our senior year, we went undefeated. I don't know what's going
They
on
had a
over there.
nigga named Tons.
Motherfucker's crazy.
Crazy as shit. During football practice, he brought his puppy, and like the puppy just listened for some reason, and he just sat on the sideline the whole practice, just watching us. But he
'Cause
was
had a
like,
crazy
they were like, yo,
owner.
this nigga's crazy, bro. I was walking home with him the other day, and he just picked, like, we get chased by a dog. I'm running, hopping the fence. This nigga like, nah, I got it. I said, I've never heard a man tell somebody I got it when a pit bull's charging him. He picks the pit bull up by the scruff of his neck and barks at the pit bull and puts it down, and it runs away. Never heard of some nigga doing some shit like that.
Makes sense.
But yeah, he had, I believe, a torn ACL and bicep. Like I said, niggas had no regard for themselves. That nigga just loved football. He was ready to get on the field on crutches. I don't give a damn. He was ready. You could see it. He was mad.
Just crazy.
But went to that. I had a good time. I took some pictures. My fit was fucking flames. Everybody complimented my Trap Sushi hat. Shout out to Trap Sushi for the dope ass Goku hat. Other than that, I don't really do too much. Honestly, I chilled out. Work has been slow but steady, and I'm ready to get into action. I played zombies on Call of Duty. That was actually wonderful. It's got that round-based zombies feel back, and I've missed it so much. It was very nice. They did a really good job so far. Twan's telling me that the story's the best Call of Duty story he's ever played, and that says something because they've had some good stories, especially like Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2. But he said the only one he thinks is better is Black Ops 1 because that started it all, and there's so much nostalgia attached to it that he's like, I don't think I can put it above it, but it's right there. So that gives me very large hopes for this. Going in, I'm hoping that Call of Duty could be back. Who knows? But lots of gaming to be done. I'm excited for it, but we got some work on the pod to do too.
Didn't you live stream this week?
I did. I live streamed one day this week, and Instagram took me down within 5 seconds for apparent hate speech. I don't even know what I said. I think I might have said nigga. maybe. I don't know.
I think
Mm.
it's crazy.
It was
Damn.
so
I
soon.
love
I had
this
just
nigga.
started, and like it would just stop moving. I'm like, what the hell happened? And then I like came back on. It was like, yeah, we took you down for this reason. I'm like, huh?
That's crazy because I've seen people go on like hour-long rants.
There's literally a
Like-
viral video of this chick on IG Live giving this man dome. I'm pretty sure y'all seen it. She wasn't.
I have not.
You don't
Did
see
you-
it. No, she's like, her face has like drool on it. She's like, if you don't look like this, you ain't sucking dick enough. If you don't look like this, you ain't sucking dick enough. And then she goes over here, and all you hear is, and the nigga like, and you just see his toe rise up. You just hear him in the background like, I'm like, she going
It's my
crazy
thing.
on that knob.
Here's my thing.
Mhm.
If you know she can do something like that, right? Like she got that gok, right? Would you be annoyed or like relieved, like because you get a minute to just be like, that she's taking a break to
So
talk
it's
to-
really
to
funny because you can hear
Instagram?
him say something. I can't make it out. I think he said, "Get back down here, bitch," some shit like that. And I'm not gonna lie to you, she wasn't playing no games. That is terrifying to think about that she just did that to that man. It's excitingly terrifying, you know. It's one of those where it's like, damn, you just out here. Oh, found it. That shit was hilarious, and I don't know if she got banned for that or not, but that shit was funny.
Anyway, Heath, how was your week?
Ooh, that hurt.
You said that as I smacked a gnat. Are you psychologically linked with this gnat?
Yeah, me and him go way back. Like back in the day. It's been an interesting week. I would say I finally got to go to the restaurant that I really wanted to go to for like months. Like I verbally have been speaking about it since before DreamCon. I met someone who worked there at DreamCon, and I still haven't been until now. Which
Were they there?
it was great. Yeah, I found them. They were hosting it. They weren't working, so it's like damn. But
How was
no,
it? Was the food good?
yeah, the food was great. I'm glad I still went because some of my coworkers had went and they had said that it wasn't like what they expected and the food was this. But I'm like, I don't know, we're in different age groups, so I'm not gonna take what you say. It's art. I didn't take any recommendations from the bartender except for my first drink. The food I picked by myself. Everybody that said it was a good choice that reached out about it. So that was fun. Been looking for a new place of residence, so that's always interesting. I don't have a lot of furniture, so that should be an easy move once I find someone willing to support.
You got Eddie.
I went out for that's an off topic, off screen topic. But yeah, I went out for Halloween Part 1, which is the fact that Halloween fell on a Thursday, so it's like
Most people are also going out this weekend.
yeah, so it's
I
like
want to know
pick and
about your
choose.
goddamn costume malfunction. What the fuck happened?
So I was looking for I went to Spirit Halloween to see if they had any like handcuffs that I could use for ankle cuffs because Kaneki out the chair. I went in there, that line was long as a motherfucker, and that store was barren. Like they looked like they got robbed.
It always look like that at the end.
Yeah, but that line, like there was legit like 40 people in line.
Wow.
And then what's crazy is I went to Party City around the corner. There was nobody in the store.
Because everyone
So-
thinks about Spirit of Halloween now. Party City always has shit. It's weird.
Yeah. So I went and got some extra fake blood. I was trying to get blood that congealed versus like just dried up.
Yeah.
I kind of found something that didn't work. Then I went and found somewhere to take pictures, and I found a spot. And as I was about to, because I didn't want to walk around in that mask, people would be terrified, me just popping out my car, anything like that. So once I got out and I was trying to put the mask on, it dawned on me that I had the wrong eye. I had the eye thing on the wrong side because I had been putting it on the left, and that's why the little connector piece was off because it should be on the right. So I was like, if it's on the right, I need to change my contact. So I tried to take my contact out and put it in on the right side, and it popped out my hand and fell in between the cracks on the ground. And so I tried to like get it out, and I couldn't get it. So I was like, I'm gonna just gently use my key to get it out, and I ripped it. And so I was like, well, so I ended up going back home. I didn't take any pictures there. I already took some, but I didn't like the location, so that's why I was looking for a spot. When I got home, I put the other contact in, but that contact, like I kept thinking maybe I just had it backwards, but no, like something's off with it. It must have morphed since I last worn it, because like now every time I look up, it hurts. Like I feel the hurt like right here on top of my eyelid. So I'm just like, I'm not about to wear this because I don't know what come of it. So I went ahead and popped that out, and I'm just like, without the contacts, I don't care enough to do this. After I painted my fucking nails, I didn't care enough to do it. And so I said, well, I already had this Jason jersey. I just went and bought a cheap Jason mask at Party City. And I said, fuck it, we ball. Went to Dallas and just had to mingle with whoever was willing to mingle, because nobody was really trying to go. Everybody that I knew for the past month, I've been like, yo, what are we doing for Halloween? Y'all trying to go out? And they're gonna be like, yeah, sure, like, we can do something.
I think it's because it was
Like,
on like a Wednesday or Thursday. It was like that everyone.
It's on Thursday. But I'm saying like on the
Thursday hasn't
weekend.
happened.
Yeah.
My bad. I think it's just because like it's a weird year where it's like we're so far away from it, but also right there that it's like, Because like I
Yeah.
forgot, like I hit Heat up, like you get on the game night, he's like, I'm out. And I'm like, oh, it's definitely the weekend before Halloween. Niggas is celebrating. Got it.
Yeah, I forgot people were celebrating this weekend because we were home. We just cleaned the house.
So I was gonna go to the DMV Anime Clubs thing, but then I was like, I decided not to. I didn't feel like driving to DC and doing all that, and I didn't feel like I have technically I can always dress up in my what's his name, Ghetto. I can always dress up as Ghetto. I can always do that. But I didn't feel like it. I was like, I don't feel like putting on a costume and going out there and then driving out there, being out there. So I just stayed in the house.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. It was my first time like really like trying to go out for like a holiday on my own. I ran into a dude. He seemed cool, and so we met some people that way. But yeah, I think I just have to commit to being in Dallas more and like trying to get the people I know in Dallas to come out, because that's how I expand my friend group. Because my friend group, like, it's cool, but you know, I don't have what I had back in the city.
Right.
Not the poly city, the city, because city all day.
Okay, shitty boy. David, what's your week like?
Well, the week was quiet. We stayed home and cleaned. The house was a mess just from all the traveling and stuff. So it was just like clean clothes here, dirty clothes there. So like washed, folded, put everything like away. Like there were ears everywhere. I don't know if y'all noticed, like the past couple weeks, my ears were just stacking up right there. So we did that. We lost, I'm gonna say about $100 worth of like ears.
Huh?
Yeah, we don't know what happened. Like Chris's birthday, Chris got pumpkin ears, I got pineapple ears. We got the kind of ears that you can make so you can switch out the pieces that are on them. We both got a set of those with the plushies, and they're gone. Like we cannot find any of it like anywhere, and it's really weird. So we started replacing some of that. So we went and got some ears.
I think y'all should be concerned with the fact that things keep disappearing and you can't find it and they didn't leave the house.
Mm-hmm.
It's really weird. It's really weird.
Under your couch, maybe Killian just got like a store of shit under your couch.
And that's what I'm thinking. Like Killian must have like a storage of things somewhere, but the house isn't but so big. Like it's only a 2-2. Like it's not that big. Right. And the house is clean now. Like before, I won't lie, the house was a wreck. Like it was just clothes everywhere. So it was like really hard to find stuff. So I was like, once we clean and like we move these clothes out of the way, like we hang stuff up, we put the dirt, like we wash and fold, like stuff should show up. Stuff still hasn't shown up. So whatever. Work is disheartening. Usually my job gives us the week of Christmas to New Year's off, and they're not doing that this year. And it just really sucks because it's one of the biggest benefits why I went there, because having the holidays off is important to me because my family isn't here. So like last year my family came here and I was able to spend that time with them, and then this year it was my year to go to them. So having to kind of rework that plan and not being able to take off, like just have off those 2 weeks to be with my family is upsetting, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna figure it out. I didn't have the bandwidth to figure it out when I was told the information. So
I just think it's fucked up that they told you less than a month before that time. Like that's like, if you're gonna do something like that, you know by the beginning of Q4 what your profits are looking like and why you wouldn't be able to let people do this. To me, that's something you tell me at the beginning of Q4. You tell me when I got 4 months to figure this out. My bad, 3 months to figure this out.
right,
3
and
months.
it's not like some people are like, oh, it's a benefit, like they don't have to give it to you. No, they don't have to, but when you've done it for as long as the firm's been open and now you're just not doing it, it like people don't plan for that. Like I would have done my PTO, especially towards the end of the year, differently so that I did have the time to take off, and now I don't. So I'm gonna figure it out, but it's just really frustrating and disheartening, and it just made me really upset because I enjoyed my time coming home, and it also made Chris upset too, because like we don't have family down here. It's just us two. You're making that face, what?
Chris has family down there.
Chris does not talk to their family, so.
But they have family down there. I got tons of family up here I don't talk to. I talk to like 3 people.
Anyway, like we don't have family gatherings. Like Thanksgiving is us. Us and Tala, because Tala's coming.
I'd about to be like, is that so bad if the food's still there? You ain't getting none of this ham. I'm not sending you shit. I'm going to send you a video of me eating the ham.
You think I'm not gonna have a ham?
You're not gonna have mom's ham.
Chris can cook.
You're not gonna have mom's
You're not gonna
ham.
have Tala's mac and cheese.
I can live with that.
I couldn't. I'm so excited that I
Because
have
Cynthia
it.
can make it. I mean, Tyler makes it cool, but Tyler's been all over the place lately. Because she'd be like, people complain about this. People complain. Don't listen to them people. They just want to eat a block of fucking cheese. I want mac and cheese. I don't want cheese. I don't want mac. I want it both. And I'm sick of you niggas being like, it needs more fucking cheese. Add your own fucking cheese. How's that? I'm sick of taking a forkful and having not a lick of macaroni. Just straight up cheese.
Yeah, that's not good for you.
Anything. It's not good for anything.
Not good for anything. Yeah, so I was in a mood when we started. And shout out to the boys, even though they were mean to me for bringing my spirits up.
Apparently you like it because it made you happier.
She does it to herself.
Mm-hmm.
She won't admit it.
So
She's
that's the
pod.
pod.
Take accountability.
That's episode 119. Let us know what's your favorite streaming service and what's on it. Maybe we'll check it out. Not he, because his watch list is way too long, but maybe me or Greg.
No,
my watch list is way too long.
I'm not gonna lie, like things just have certain, like, you know, the weight system's different with my watches. Some things way more, or when something else comes out, I'm like, this ties to that, so let me go watch this.
I'm watching new Rurouni Kenshin.
Oh, are you? I need to watch that. That's on my list.
I forgot that
is
that speech thing that he does.
I lost majority of my watch list when Netflix did that thing where I had to make my own account because I'm not living in Maryland with my parents. So I lost my entire watch list. I had to start over from scratch, and it's still just...
It messed my algorithm up. Because it was set. Like, I had it set. Like, you knew what I liked. And now I have to, like, reteach you. It recommended some dumb shit to some basketball stuff. And not that basketball stuff is dumb, but I was like, who are you talking to? Not me. Not me.
Because Jordan watches so much TV, I have to use the watch list thing. Otherwise, I'll never see the show again.
No, you won't. You won't.
Netflix people, if any of you work there or listening, Y'all need to fix the fucking system because I went through and all the shows I remembered off the top of my head, I went and liked or loved them. And why is it still recommending them to me? I'm like, do you not see? I already said I love this. I don't want to watch it again.
Watch it again.
Yeah.
Get that watch time on my app, please. I need it.
So
I mean, if it's the glory, I'll rewatch the glory.
it's your girl, Diva XOXO, aka the Sophista Ratchet, aka the HNIC, the head nerd in charge, aka the official, unofficial Disney princess. And remember,
She finally said it right.
the official, unofficial, yeah.
You have never said it right.
I've always said it right. You can go back every time you try to correct me. Anyway, remember to follow the podcast on all of the services. So your Instagrams, your TikToks, your Twitter. We are there and we are posting. And we want to hear from you guys. We want to hear your thoughts on the shows. We want to hear your thoughts on our posts. We want to hear what you like. We want your suggestions. So also comment on the episode. Let us know your streaming services. Let us know what you didn't like and you did like. We want to hear from you guys. And rate us 5 stars because that matters to the algorithms.
If you're gonna close it out, you gotta make sure you do it right. You call the next person to do it.
All right. I pointed, but you don't know that you're on this side.
To me, you're on my
Greg?
left.
Greg?
There
Sorry.
it is. It's your boy Galaxy Greg, aka the OG Galaxy, aka Mr. Space Awaits, aka the Hentai Concho. Be sure to follow me on my socials at Galaxy Greg _ for all of my underscore for all of my podcast, personal gaming content. If you want to follow my personal, it's Mr. Space Awaits. Follow the podcast at Be More Nerdy. You didn't say that. Yeah, like she said, we're everywhere. But
Even in your closets, under your beds.
he.
Halloween. It's scary.
Oh, one more thing before we go to Heed. By the time y'all hear this, it will be the end of Yiddy's month. And Yiddy boys will always be up. But remember, tell a pair of breasts you appreciate them. Because sometimes they don't stay.
Breast, I appreciate you.
You know what? Good job. Heed.
Mo, it is over. I don't know. Yeah, so HD No TV here, man. Just trying to make sure y'all definitely follow the squad, follow the game, follow those. I'm thinking of a song now. You can find me at HD_ and 0_TV because apparently someone thinks they're me out there. I haven't found their address yet, but when I do, we'll get that fixed. The pew was perfect. I appreciate that. But, man, y'all keep y'all heads up, man, and stay blessed.
With that being said, we are the Be More Nerdy Podcast, and we want to wish you guys farewell to Spooky Month as we enter into the Big Back Month. The biggest of backs will only survive. Also, farewell to Yiddy's Month. Shout out to all the breast cancer survivors and all the people going through it right now. We believe in you. We hope you believe in yourselves and make it through your fight. With that being said, remember to be more nerds. Peace.
Bang.